Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a binder update of my Tor and Muster binders. If you are familiar with my channel, you're probably like, what am I looking at? Because typically I have white 4-ring binders from the Leets brand, but I have been trying to try out different kinds of binders this year to try to find the perfect setup for my collection. I will say that this binder is extremely expensive because it comes with a slipcase, which is ultimately my dream. I would love a giant 4-ring binder that's 4 inches and has a slipcase. So as you can see, these rings are very small. This is not a very wide binder. So I have implemented some changes since my last flip through that I wanted to talk about with you all today, as well as going through the updates that I have for this part of my collection. The first being the fact that this is no longer a Tor and then Muster binder. It is just a full chronology Tor and Muster binder. And the reason I did that for right now is because these rings are so small, it's a lot easier to just keep adding binders as I fill them up in chronology order for Tor and Muster. So that is why we went with chronology. I will talk through the chronology with you, as well as all of the other little changes that I've made to this collection. In general, the chronology thing is the biggest thing, but like I said, instead of awkwardly having like 2 Muster binders and then one that's barely full and then maybe 2 full Tor Musters with nowhere to grow, I thought it would be easier to just put everything, and then when you fill it up, you get another one. Like I said, these binders are expensive, so it's definitely not something that I'm doing very quickly. Mainly my album Korean and Japanese photo cards and my Tor and Muster collection. There's some merch stuff that I would like to have in a fancier binder like this that has more protection to it. But on the whole, I'm pretty okay with those large 4-ring white binders that I currently have. So yeah, we're just in a transitionary period as always, because I can never make up my mind on anything. And I am constantly seeking my dream product. And I will say, if these rings were bigger, this is a pretty dream product for me, because like I said, it does have the slipcase, which is ultimately what I want. And I am a big proponent of 4 rings. I do not like 3-ring binders, and I'm trying to remove those basically from my collection completely. So that is where we are at. I will start first though. So I start with Red Bullet Tor because I don't have anything earlier. Also, I need to preface this is to the best of my knowledge with the help of my friend Esther, who, whenever I'm doing this kind of thing, bears the brunt of me DMing her, wait, where was this from? Wait, what was this again? So feel lucky that you all are not on the receiving end of those messages. So I did compile this together. To the best of my knowledge, I think it's correct with the help of Esther. If it's not, you can kindly correct me down below. But what I believe comes first actually is the first Japan showcase, which was December 7th of 2013. Then would be the BTS first fan meeting Muster, which was March 29th of 2014. Then the first Japanese fan meeting, which was May 31st of 2014. And then we would start with the Red Bullet Tor, which is October 17th, 2014 through May 8th, 2015. So that is where this collection starts now. I do hope to get some of that earlier stuff. As I said, a goal of mine or a want of mine in 2023 is to be working on this collection specifically. So I'm happy to show you the progress that I have made in the first 2 months of 2023. But there are still a lot of places I want to take this collection. So we start with Red Bullet Tor. One of the things I've been working on, this one's a little not the best one to start with. As you can see, it's a little not the most professional looking, but it is one of my first attempts of trying to make single pocket pages that hold up something that I want to be the feature of the page. So for this card, which is the Hello Session Malaysia card, I made form-fitting sleeves that allowed me to double sleeve this postcard. So this postcard is actually tightly double sleeved here, and then it is affixed into place. Like I said, this is one I definitely want to try again. As you can see, it definitely doesn't look perfect, and I want to work on tweaking the design a bit. But a large part of what I've been doing for the past 2 months is working on custom pages and sleeves. Another plug for Eddie K, or the channel fun times with EK. If you want to know how to make custom pocket pages and sleeves, definitely check her video out. I essentially follow the same process, so there's really nothing that I could add if I made my own video. If you want to know how to do it, definitely watch her video. But sleeve and page customization is the first start of what I've been trying to do. For these, as you can see, I ran a line all the way down on these so they don't move around or need to be taped in. I used to tape these in, but it's a big goal of mine to basically remove tape from my collection because I don't want to be taping the pocket pages. Also, there's a lot of straining if you only want to put a little piece of tape like here or something. The card, the pressure will push it out because the tape isn't exactly strong enough to hold the whole thing in place. To actually hold the whole card in place, you need a much longer piece of tape, which I just don't want to do. I don't want to see the tape in my collection. So this is an example of something that I've been working really hard on with the lines. So these can just sit nice and tight in a pocket page sleeve. These aren't custom sleeves, these are just regular 3x5s, but they are my custom pages that I've been working on for these. And then it's the same thing for the Wake Up tour, which started February 10th of 2015. And as you saw in my flip through, I do have this set complete, which is exciting. But here we are, we're beginning with our first very exciting update. And that is basically what I got myself for my birthday. It was my birthday this past weekend. Actually, I guess I should say it's March 1st. I don't think you're going to be seeing this until the end of next week, so like March 10th or something. So I'll say that first and foremost. Today is ticketing day for yoongi, so I still do not know if I have tickets yet. Face is not released, On the Street has not released. So that is where I'm at in the timeline. Anyway, back to this though. So we moved from the Wake Up tour to Begins, which was the 28th and 29th of March of 2015. And for my birthday, I got myself the full day set. I saw a good set on Instagram and I really couldn't say no. The price was good for the whole thing and I just really bit the bullet because it's a set that I wanted. It's a set that I wasn't going to complete one by one. I had said that if a good deal for the full set, I can find it, I will definitely go for it. But I'm not going to do what I did for Jimin's and collect one by one just because it's very frustrating to see the same cards for sale over and over and over again and just never feel like you can finish it. So once I saw that Tae's was a complete set and it was a really good price, I went for it because it is so cute. These Begins cards are just the sweetest. He is so adorable. For these 9 pocket size cards, I don't really like to mix Jimin and Tae's together like I do for the 8 pockets. So I think I will continue to do it like this. And I am still missing Jimin's 6 of 7. So do think of me if you ever see it for sale. And then he will be complete as well. That's honestly a statement I didn't think I would be saying in 2023, that I was almost done with Veeman Begins.
Holy moly.
Crazier things have happened, I guess. I also have this ridiculous page sat here because I was also given this when I bought Tae's set, which is the template basically for all of OT7. And yes, I am a crazy person who made a custom sleeve for this and a custom page, but I thought it would be cute to put it in here so we kind of get to represent everyone for Begins tour. This is another page I would like to redo again because I messed up the lines a little bit, but for now it works. As you can see, it's right in there with its sleeve, doesn't need to get taped in or anything. And that is the Begins tour progress that I have. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. Just look at him, especially this one and that one. I just love and adore so much. So I'm very happy to have that. In the same vein of exciting TT progress, we move on to 17520, which was supposed to be June 13th of 2015. I am missing Jimin's 3 of 6, but happily I was able to get Tae's full set as well for a pretty good price, so I wasn't gonna pass that up either. I did just realize I don't have sleeves on these, so let me get those. I'm so happy to have completed his because now I just need the one of Jimin's and then I can work on trying to get more units because I'd like to get units. I do have the group ticket, The tickets aren't my highest priority just because they're pretty expensive, but if I'm able to come across a good deal, I'll probably grab it because that group ticket that I have was well priced. So anyway, how are you all doing? So much has happened since I last made a video. We got the tour announcement, we got the face announcement, we got the Hobie announcement, which was, you know, decidedly less exciting than the other two. That was a hard one, I gotta say. It was my birthday on February 26th, and that big hit notice was the first thing that I saw when I woke up, and, you know, had a good cry about it, as one does. I'm really excited though for On the Street. Like I said, it's March 1st, so On the Street comes out this Friday, and it will already be out by the time you're watching this. I hope you're all enjoying it and streaming it, and I just really hope that he goes and comes back as quickly as possible, and I don't want to talk about it because it's really sad. It honestly, the second time did not hurt any less. It hurt just as bad as the first time. It is not getting easier with time, like those announcements. This is not the right sleeve. I don't know why I have this sleeve out here, but here we are. But yeah, it didn't get any easier. So anyway, I hope we are all living on the street. And as for the tour, literally crying, shaking, screaming, throwing up. I don't even know how I'm doing this video. Actually, I'm doing this video because I'm leaving for spring break tomorrow. And so if I don't film this, I'll be another month delayed in my videos, and I know that I've slowed down a little bit, but I definitely don't want to stop completely because I miss it. I miss doing it. I was really sad the first week that I skipped, but it was good because it is a very busy time. We've got a lot of face pre-orders. I will hopefully be getting tickets tonight that I have to have money go towards, so collecting is definitely on the back burner during this entire semester basically, because got a lot to purchase for face, and then hopefully the tour tickets end up working out. So let me know down below, because it will already have been out by now, if you were able to get a code and if you were able to get tickets. I'd love to hear. Anyway, this is 17520. I'm definitely going to do some more fun kind of configuration with him like I did with Jimin. But for now, since I don't have the fillers or know exactly which units and or ticket holders I'm going to get, I'm just going to leave him like this for now. But that is his full 17520 set, which is really exciting. Next in the chronology, we move on to Fan Meeting Volume 2, Undercover Mission, which started on August 13th of 2015. I do have these ones complete. These are also custom pages to once again hold them in place, and so I don't have to tape them anymore, which is exciting. So that's what I have for Undercover Mission. Then is HYYH on Stage, which started November 27th of 2015, ending in March of 2016. These I haven't made the custom sleeves yet, just because I taped them so perfectly. I don't want to untape them yet, but it's definitely something that I want to do down the road. I really love how these postcards look. I love how they just seemingly perfectly matched with the unit in the middle. So we have the two white walls, and then we have all the matching wall concepts here. I just love it so much, and I'll definitely customize these pages eventually, but for now I'm happy with it just because my tape was able to line them up pretty nicely. But we've seen this, so I will just skip through this quickly because none of this has changed. You know, what I really want to do is to work on finding unit cards now to fill in these gaps, but like I said, a lot of bag collecting is on the back burner just so I can put all of my love and attention onto face right now, because I will be collecting everything possible with his face on it, for lack of a better word. I want to collect basically everything that actually physically has Jimin's face on it from face. This is just as funny as like it was for proof, you know, proofs for proof. I want Jimin's face from face. I'm sorry for the dad jokes, but next is the second muster that actually happened, which was 22920, January 24th of 2016. And I am so excited to say that of all the sets that I have started for 22920, we are officially finishing 22920 for Taemin. Whoa! Whoa! I am so excited. I don't know what I did to deserve Esther actually having a dupe of the singular one that I needed, but here we are. This is Yoongi set complete. I'm so excited. I know all of his are horizontal and I should probably just put it in an 8-pocket page, but I honestly really like the clean look of how tight these are held in the 9 pockets. So I think I'm just gonna keep it this way. I really like how these smaller ones fit in 9 pockets. So I'm just gonna go with that. And then we have Jimin's, which was his 7th, and there it is. It's done. I can't believe it. It's so exciting. And then there is Tae's. So my next order of business for 22920 is unit cards for some. I don't need unit cards for everything. It's not like I need a unit for every page. It would be nice to have one per page, I think. We will see how that goes. And I would also like to work on getting Namjoon's set as well for 22920. We will see how that goes, and I will be keeping my eyes peeled because it would be nice if I could find his complete or mostly complete, but we will see. But that, I think, is where I'm moving forward next with 22920 is units and then Namjoon's set. So that is 22920. Next we have Epilogue, which was May 7th, 2016, ending in August of 2016. And then we have Third Fan Meeting, which, if you remember from my DVD videos, Third Fan Meeting does come before Third Muster. So Third Fan Meeting happened November 9th through December 15th of 2016. And Third Muster was November 12th and 13th of 2016. So I start with the scrapbook and photo album cards because I just think they're cute. But then I have the Fan Meeting postcards. I don't have these smaller postcards. I still haven't decided if I want to get those or not. But I did make sleeves for these. They're not a perfect fit, but I'm fine with that because the page holds them in so perfect. I did a line down here for these so they don't shake around and stuff, and they are finely sleeved. If it isn't obvious, I need everything in my collection to be sleeved. I start twitching if it's not, so making sleeves for this kind of stuff was a huge priority of mine. And I made my own pocket pages so they don't slide around and stuff. And then Third Muster, same with the HYYH postcards. I haven't done this yet, but it is something that I plan to do for these custom pages as well, to hold those into place and then get rid of this tape. If it isn't obvious, these are obviously sleeved. I don't have tape on the actual postcards, but in case anyone thinks that, tape is on the sleeves, not the actual cards. Here, I did the same thing for wings. So these all have their own custom sleeves now and then their own custom pages, which is just nice. I just think it gives a nicer look when everything can be held in place to the best of one's ability. Obviously not everything is going to be perfect, but I do appreciate that. So obviously we are in the Wings tour now, which is February 18th of 2017, ending in December. I have no progress on Wings tour, but something I definitely want to put my focus on. I only have the white backs for Tae, and then I have all of Beeman's units complete, and then I have one of each of the units, I think in the black side. So I'd like to make more progress on this. I definitely want to complete Beeman's set, and then I would like to get at least one of Yoongi and Namjoon's as well, but we will see. These are the face cards. Once again, homemade sleeves, homemade pages to hold them in, and I really like them because these were also unsleeved for the longest time, and I did the best that I could. These lines are definitely a little jankier. Don't look at them too closely, but I am getting used to the tool, and if it's good enough, like, I don't want to be wasting supplies, you know what I mean? It doesn't need to be perfect. Also, no updates to Wings Final except what you saw on my last video. That was December 8th through 10th of 2017. This is a long-term goal of getting Namjoon and Yoongi's as well, but I am very happy with the progress that I was able to make on this set because I basically have gotten it to where I want it to be. It would be nice if I could get Namjoon and Yoongi's, but we will see. If I have a good deal for it though, or I find a good deal, I will definitely be grabbing it. Next is Fourth Muster, Happy Ever After, which was January 13th through 14th of 2018. I do have Tae's cloud cards. I'm missing Jimin's cloud cards, so that is the one thing that I need here, but I do have their sets complete. And then Fourth Fan Meeting was April 18th through the 24th of 2018, and I only have their cloud cards completed. I do want to start working on their mini photo cards. I just am, as always, worried about fakes, and I'm just not doing a bunch of tour back collecting right now. It's really if I see a good deal for it, that's when I'm going for it. So I just never really see good deals for 4th fan meeting, which is understandable because it is double blonde Veeman, so that's a lot to handle. But anyway, that is the first binder for Torn Muster chronology wise. So it basically goes through 2014 through 2018, and I will definitely probably have to move some of 4th Muster into the next binder as I fill in this one a little bit more. But like I said, that's the beauty of the chronological setup, is that you can just start a new one. So that is what I plan to do. None of these things are probably set in stone. I think they're gonna have to be moved around a lot as my collection fills in and changes, but I am really happy, as annoying as it is to have more of these binders around, because they are in slipcases and can stand upright. It feels like they take up less room than my big white binders, even though there's technically more of these. But for now, that's what I want to be doing. So that is the first binder. I will get into the second one now. And next in the list is the Love Yourself tour starting August 25th of 2018. I do want to do a nicer cover page for this once the order has been more finalized, kind of like starting with the Malaysia Hello Session postcard. I think looks really nice. So it's a little weird to start it like this, but like I said, I have a feeling that a lot of things will be moved around and I will probably end up needing a third one. So I'm just gonna wait to do that, but that is the plan. So we have Love Yourself tour. I am still missing Tae's 1 of 7, as I have been for over a year now, I think. But I have the units. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do for those units. But then we move into Love Yourself Japan, which started November 13th of 2018. So I have this set complete. This is definitely a yoongi set that I would like to get eventually. Then we have 5th Muster Magic Shop, which was June 15th through the 23rd of 2019. So Love Yourself Japan era kind of ended February 17th of 2019. So then the next in the list is 5th Muster Magic Shop, which is June 15th through the 23rd of 2019. If you saw my flip through, then you know I was able to complete this set at the end of last year, and I am still so incredibly grateful for it. The next thing though is Love Yourself, Speak Yourself Japan, which is July 6th through the 14th of 2019. And I finally got my hands on Jimin and Tae's full set. I found a Veeman downsizer and I had to grab these because they were really well priced. And I love this set together, particularly in the same way that I love the 4th Muster and 4th fan meeting sets, is because they were both blonde at the same time. So I just think it's extra fun to have them together. I'm going to take these out, and once again, you all can laugh at me struggling to put these photo cards into the sleeves. I do really want to get those postcards though. I think the postcards are so beautiful. So I'm not completely complete and satisfied with Speak Yourself Japan, but I'm definitely in a better position than I was when I started this year, that's for sure. And like I said, I could not pass on the Veeman downsizer, because when you have someone who has worked hard to curate their collection over several years, you can sleep a lot easier knowing that they're real. And once I got them, I could tell they were. So, and you know why I can tell that? It's because I've handled hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Blooming Nights mini photo cards, so I really do know what to look out for, and I'm very happy that these ones were good. Anyway, that is Speak Yourself Japan, July 6th through the 14th of 2019. Veeman set is complete. I really want to get their postcards, and that is something that I will hopefully work on this year. Then we go into the final, which was October 26th through the 29th of 2019. I do have Jimin's set complete, and I need to work on Tae's because this is all I have here. So I'll definitely try to get to work on the final eventually once this crazy historic period of Yoonmin is over with. Next though, and very excitingly, so it is March 10th, but it was Yoongi's birthday earlier this week. And if you know me and my channel, then you know that I always like to buy something fun for my bias's birthdays because I love a reason to shop. And what a better reason than the birth of Min Yoongi. So I was looking around. I wanted to get one thing for him, but it ended up being sold before I was able to grab it. And so I was looking around, and I came across a trustworthy person selling his 5th Magic Shop set. So that was very exciting, because from the same person I was also able to get the unit card set, and I do have partial sets of the unit cards already, which I know are official, so I was able to match all of that up to these from this seller, and all is above board. So that was really exciting. I didn't want to pass on this opportunity to get yoongi's full set. I know I usually get Veeman's first secured at least, but I know I'm collecting my bias line for this set because, as you can see, my bias line is in the unit, so I'm gonna get all 4 of theirs anyway. So it was yoongi's birthday. I saw a trustworthy person. I was like, you're gonna have to do this eventually anyway, so let's get to it. And I got it. I'm really happy about it. I did realize though that I didn't put sleeves on any of these, so let's do that. All supplies that I use will be linked in my description, but I do use Make Them Last 70 by 100 millimeter sleeves. I think they're amazing tour sleeves because they're on the thicker side, which I really appreciate. I'm going to speed through myself sleeving all this though, because it's gonna take too long. Yoongi is always beautiful, but this set especially, I am just so happy that I decided to get it. I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's so beautiful. This set is so pretty. And then we've got the full units complete. So that's 2 sets down, 3 to go. We can do it. I hope. That's actually the last of the photocard updates, but because I was also doing kind of chronology for people, if you were interested, I will just keep going through the last little bit. So Mott's tour was supposed to start April 11th of 2020. RIP. I don't even want to talk about it, so let's just move on. Jimin's set is complete. I only have 2 of Tae's cards because I'm a flop. I only have 2 of Yoongi's cards because I'm a flop, and that's something that I need to work on this year. But next is Bang Bang Con the Live, June 14th, 2020. Also only have partial sets. I do have these postcards. I want to do the same thing that I did with those earlier ones in the first binder and line them up so we don't have the table over here and the other part of the card kind of pushing this way. That is definitely going to be my next project in here. I just didn't have time to get it all done. But this is all from Bang Bang Con. Besides the mini photo cards, I'm done with Bang Bang Con. And then Map of the Soul 1, October 10th through 11th, 2020. I have this complete. I think I'm good with this. I don't think I need to get the postcards or anything like that. I pretty much marked that one as complete. Then we have 6 Muster, Suuzu, which was June 13th and 14th through 2021, which I have complete. As you have seen multiple times, I might pick up Namjoon's if I see it for really cheap, but it's not something I actively look for, but I definitely would if I found it for cheap. Next is Permission to Dance LA, which was November 27th through December 2nd, 2021. And I think I have separated out LA versus Seoul and Las Vegas. So all of this should be LA stuff, which is complete, including the units. This was from the photo book, and then these are the line into LA, into Las Vegas, and Seoul. So these were the hoodies, and then we go all into the Las Vegas Seoul drop. Not really quite sure which is which. And then last video you saw me put away Yet to Come in Busan. Oh, I forgot to mention, sorry. Permission to Dance on Stage in Seoul was March 10th through the 13th of 2022. Good, great. Anyway, Yet to Come, obviously October 15th of 2022. You saw me put away my starter things in this binder, and I'm working on these pocket pages. I just ran out of time before filming this, but I did want to say I made custom sleeves for all of these inclusions, so very happy about that. The sleeve portion is done. I just need to go on to the pages now. So all of these have sleeves that I form fitted to them. Very happy about that. But anyway, that is the end of the chronology, and that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. It's March 10th, as I've said probably 5 times in this video, but I want to say I hope you're listening to On the Street. I hope you've pre-ordered Face. I hope you wished Yoongi a happy birthday. I hope if you were trying for tickets, you were able to get tickets. Please do let me know your thoughts to everything happening in BTS land right now, because it is a whiplash of emotion, that is for freaking sure. And you can subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I think a lot of my content moving forward in these next couple of months will be largely just based on the new releases. I have some updates to my solo binder I have to implement and actually see out, especially now that we have Soap's photo books coming out. Once I receive my copies, I can start designing their pages. I have more indigo stuff to put away. I think my lucky draws are finally coming home, and then by the time all of that happens, Face should be out, and I have a lot to collect for Face. I can't wait to set up for all of that, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. Otherwise, I hope you have a really good day, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.
Get the hell out.